Me. Ooh, what's that? I'm fighting for my life. Hold on, my cousin's calling. Hey, boo. Why this squirrel not moving? Oh, to be honest, I'm going through this phase. Well, okay, so I'll be 29 in July. Today is April 1st. So we are about 4 months out for me being 29. I would have loved to be further in life. But because life doesn't work out that way, I'm here. I'm happy. I'm blessed. I am satisfied. Probably wouldn't have it any other way. But I also trust God's timing, right? So because you guys don't really know me that well, I'm going to introduce myself. I am Shauna. I'm 28, going on 29. I'm a Leo. Whoop, whoop. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. And I am a full-time makeup artist. Now, I've been doing makeup for years. Okay, I think we're coming up on year 8 or 9. So it's been a very, very, very long time. I don't know how to feel. Like, I just came back from a cruise, which you guys probably will be able to check that out. But I kind of just want to talk about my journey to actually becoming a makeup artist. So as a kid, I didn't really know what I wanted to do, so I tried so many different things. I'm talking about hair, lashes, I did labor jobs, I done went to school, I did everything. Things just fell in my lap, I guess you could say. So as a kid, I always had really thick eyebrows, right? I always had real thick eyebrows, and I don't know why, I just did not like them. Now as an adult, I love that I have thick eyebrows because I can mess around with my eyebrow shape. I don't know if y'all can see that. I can mess around with my brow shape a little bit, but I had really thick eyebrows. So one day I decided to shave them off. My parents were gone, and I just decided to shave them off. When I shaved them off, I shaved off I shaved off so much of my eyebrows, right? My mom came home and she was like, what is that on your face? Let me see your face. And she noticed that I shaved off my eyebrows. So of course I got in trouble. And then my parents are like, you're going to have to go to school like that, because I don't know what else you're going to do. And who was going to school with no eyebrows? Because I wasn't. I ended up learning actually how to do my eyebrows because I just refused to go to school with my eyebrows. Now, I'm not going to lie. Looking back on it, my eyebrows was effed up. Like, my eyebrows was real effed up. I can't lie. As the years went on, it just became a thing. So one day, somebody asked me to actually do their eyebrows, and I was like, ooh, I kind of like doing that, even though I'm almost 100% sure they looked a mess. Ooh, hold on, I'm out of breath, y'all. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that they looked a mess, but I really enjoyed doing it. So from that point on, I started to practice a lot with makeup and colors and all kinds of things, right? So fast forward, I started doing it on the side. I can't remember what job I was at that time when I decided to start doing makeup on the side, but I just remember my last job, which was at the post office. Now, my last job, it became very overwhelming for me to juggle the two. So I had to kind of decide which was more important for me. And to be honest, ooh, what's that? Oh, that was a bird. My bad. I'm real scary in nature, y'all, just so y'all know. It became too much. So at the post office in my city, we had to work 6 days a week. And I was doing that for about 3 years or 4 years. I can't remember how long it was. It was a while. And I was like, I can't do this no more. Like, I couldn't do it anymore. I wasn't getting any days off. And I was putting so much time into that job that I couldn't focus on my business. So I had some conversations with my supervisors because they was cool. Like, for the most part, I was one of those happy-go-lucky, employees. Like, I would always speak to everybody. My personality was very uppity. I mean, not uppity, but like energized. I ended up leaving the job when I talked to my supervisors or whatever, and they was like, yeah, try it out. Like, yeah, that's what you want to do, go. So I left, and I never been back. Thank God, I never been back. I've been blessed. I've experienced a lot of ups and downs, things like that, but I love it. Like, when I say I would not have it any other way, I'm so blessed. I'm able to do this. I'm able to walk and talk. And though I complain sometimes about certain things, I just feel like somebody talk to me. though I complain about like certain things or whatever, I just feel like it's a blessing. I would not have any other way. I'm able to travel. I'm able to do everything I want to do. So, fast forward now to 8 years later. Hold on, there's a car going by. So, fast forward now to 8 years later. I'm here, and I'm blessed, and I'm happy, and I'm going into another decade very soon, less than a year, or a little over a year. I'm going into, you know, my next level of adulthood. So yeah, it's very hard as a business for me personally, for me running my business, for me to stay focused and stay consistent as much as I would like to. But I just trust the process, and I also trust God's timing. And we here, boo. We here. So, and I jump back and forth about what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna be all over the place. So back to me being a makeup artist. I remember I was having a conversation with one of my friends yesterday, and I was thinking about the time where I built my clientele, right? And it was hard. Not hard, but it took a lot of focus, right? And I think the biggest two things for me that helped me a lot was consistency and no distractions. No distractions, because it's very easy to lose track of your goals, especially when life happens. Your car breaks down, you get in a new relationship, you go through a breakup, you have a kid, you whatever, right? Things just change. And so because things change so often, it's very hard for a lot of people, including myself, to stay consistent with the things that they need to stay consistent with. Staying consistent and no distractions go hand in hand, right? I feel like people, they allow, including myself, I included, let me talk about me. I allowed my life to take over what my goals were. And I have a lot of friends, shout out to my mom friends. I have a lot of friends who have kids, and they are making it happen, right? Me not having kids, I don't have much of a, I can't really say excuse, but I don't have a reason to not be consistent. Just life be lifing. And I think that's everybody, right? Still trying to figure out themselves and things like that. Distractions will set you back so far. Like, distractions is the worst. I'm telling you, let me tell y'all. The way I get distracted, I'm talking about one life situation can happen, and now I'm fighting for my life. I'm fighting for my life. And I'm fighting for my life for a long period of time at that. It's not like, oh yeah, you just fighting for your life for a day and then you back on track. No, this ain't that. So when I was building my clientele, I had no distractions. I'm talking about I'm posting every single day. If not every day, 3 times a day. Okay? Every time somebody would call me or text me, I'm responding right away. My response times was, up there. It really was like a hustle. Like it really was a hustle, y'all. Like I ain't gonna hold you. It was a hustle. And with hustling and really being consistent and having no distractions, sky's the limit. I'm telling you, you can do anything that you put your mind to. I never thought that I would be booked and busy. First of all, when I first started, my goal was, I want to say my goal was 30 clients a month. Okay? And then once I hit the 30 clients a month, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do 50. Okay, cool. Now I got 50. Now I'm doing over 100 people. And that's a lot. Like, and people think it's so not attainable, but I'm telling you, like, if you build your business consistently, no distractions, and you focus on your goals and you give yourself timelines is very important. Because if I always set goals, right? So I would write in my notes and I would be like, oh, by December 1st, I need to have 20,000 likes on whatever. And it actually worked. And sometimes those like timelines, I meant those goals or those specific dates and timelines or whatever, they wouldn't be met. But the next time I did it, it would be met. Or the second time, right? Or I would be close. I would be this close. That's how you want it to be. when you're building your business, you want timelines. Timelines are very important because people, especially me, when I used to try to do it full time, I would be like, oh, I'm just gonna start on the first, but I had no end, like I had no set goal and no time frame to do that goal. So when you don't have those things, you just like, oh, I have time. No, you don't, boo. Okay, because I was just 21. I was just 20 and I was thinking, I'm young, I'm lit, I got time. The 10 years ain't gonna fly by. Now I'm 30, I'm almost 30, and you know, time doesn't stop. Yeah, building my makeup business was easy yet difficult, but it wasn't impossible, right? It wasn't impossible. And so for anybody that is out there and you know they want to, I guess, see my journey, kind of just winging it at this point. Makeup is still always going to be my life, obviously, but I just have to wing it, right? I just gotta wing it and see where the Lord takes me. So that's a part of the reason why I'm kind of documenting it, because I do want to see my growth and I want to see where life takes me, where, you know, I got this feeling right up inside of here. I got this feeling that life is just going to be so much different this time around next year, and I really need to see the growth, you know. Of course, my goal now will be to post every single day for the next 3 months. Let's see if we hit that goal. Like, as you guys can see, I am walking, right? And it's very important that I'm making this video while I'm walking and talking, because I do this every day. Well, okay, I'm lying. I don't do this every day. I do this at least 5 times a week. So Monday through Friday, I have more time during the week to focus on my health, which I do. I take a lot of advantage of my extra time. So when I can get extra steps in, I will get them. I don't really run, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a walker. I'm a walkaboo. But any extra time that I have, I am outside, or I'm in the cold when it's winter time or it's a little colder outside, I'll go to the gym and I'll walk and just do work on my phone or whatever I gotta do. But the reason why I pointed that out is because when you're building a business, you want to be your healthiest self. And I know people say this, but I'm telling you, it's very important. When I'm eating bad and I'm not working out, I don't feel like waking up. And I'll be honest, I'm probably in a more healthier stage of my life, and I still don't feel like waking up. So can you imagine if I was eating bad and I wasn't working out, what kind of life I would be living right now? Like, I would be so lazy. And this is for people who get through that lazy patch, because I used to be that person. I used to smoke, I used to drink, I'm talking about everything that wanted me to be down bad. I was down bad. And so when you get to a point where you realize your internal health will reflect on your outside health, and it'll reflect on your business, oh baby, you gonna get up and you gonna walk. Okay, hold on, my cousin's calling. Hey boo, I will check up on you a little later.
Okay, thank you.
All right, bye-bye. So come along with me on this journey. Hopefully I'll have this posted today in real time, so you guys are up to date with me, and I will see you guys on the next video.